Hello, this is Mr. Doreen, and in this video, I'm going to show you how to sequence and organize the illustrations you found for your story. First, open the story table document you uploaded earlier. Go to www.gmail.com and go ahead and sign in. Once you log in, go to Google Drive, click on these little squares up here and click on Drive. Find the story table document you uploaded earlier and click on it to open it. Here's mine right here. As you can see, I already added my name and number to the title up here and here as well. Make sure you add your name and number to the title as well in case you haven't already done so. Now let's upload the illustrations you saved earlier. Click on the Drive tab up here to go back and click on the Upload arrow right here. Select Folder from the drop-down menu right here. Find the images for DS Project folder. I'll go ahead and scroll down and see if I can find that folder. It's in alphabetical order. Here it is, Images for DS Project. Go ahead and click on it to select it and click OK to upload it. If you're on a Chromebook, it'll say Upload, so just go ahead and click on Upload, or in my case, OK. I already uploaded mine, so I'll just click Cancel, but you make sure you click on OK or Upload. Be patient while the folder uploads. It may take a little while to upload because you might have several images inside of that folder. Once it's done uploading, you can click on the folder to open it and see all of the images, like this. You can click on Switch to Grid right here to see the actual images, and then click on Switch to List to see the files. Click on My Drive right here to go back to the other files. Now click on the Story Table Illustrations document up here. Let's go back up to that document. Okay, so here we're at the story table. Notice that the story table is organized from top to bottom, okay? And your writing and images will go together side by side. So your writing will be over here, and later on you'll put other things as well, and your images will be over here, side by side. So starting at the top and going down. So the sequence would go, the first image goes here, and the second image, and then third, fourth, fifth, going in order from top to bottom. Same thing as your writing will go from the beginning all the way to the end, going down. So to add an image to your story table, click in the table where you want your image to go. So for example, if I want an image to go right here, I'll click here to make sure the cursor is here. Then click on Insert right up here. So you see where it says Insert right here. Click Insert and then select Image from the drop-down menu, like this. Click on Google Drive right here and make sure that My Drive is selected right here from the options on this left-hand side. Your folders might look like this. So here you see where it says Images for DS Project. Go ahead and click on it. Okay, so it might look like this. This is a list view, or it might look like this as a grid view. So whichever way you think is better. When you're going to select an image to upload, it's probably better to have it this way, because this way you can't really see what the images are. So just go ahead and select grid view right here. Choose the image you want. So let's see, I want this image right here, and then click on the select button right here. Okay, as you can see, your image will appear on the table like this. To add more images, click in the table where you want each image to go and repeat the steps we just went over until you're all done. So let me go ahead and add one more. So I want to add another image right here. I'll click right here, so my cursor is here, and I'll go ahead and click on Insert, go ahead to Image, and then I'm going to scroll down and find the image that I'm looking for. I want this one right here. I'll click on the image to select it, and then click Select. And then it adds it to my document right here. Okay? To switch images, you can click, hold, drag, and release where you want the image to go. For example, if I want to switch the order of these two, I can click, hold, drag, and release it right here, and it'll move it here. And then I'll do the same with this one. Click, hold, drag, move it here, and then release it to move it there. Okay? Okay, so if you want to put the image on another page, it's better to right click or two finger tap and select cut. So for example, if I want to move this image right here to another page, it's not easy to click it and drag it down. It scrolls too fast. I'll just go ahead and click on it to select the image. I'll go ahead and right click or two finger tap if I'm on a Chromebook. I'll click cut, and then I'll scroll down, and let's say I want to place it here, and I'll click, put my cursor there, right click or two finger tap, and this time select paste. Okay, and that's how I can move an image to another page if I want to change the order of the image and put it on another page. If on the same page, I can just drag it over. But if you're in a different page, just right click it and cut it and then paste it somewhere else. Then go to the, okay, so we already went to the page and we pasted it where we wanted it. Okay, so make sure to arrange the images in the correct order so that your story makes sense when you write it. It's okay to use an image more than once in your story. So for example, let me open one that I already have an example for. Okay, so as you can see here I have a story table that's already the way I want it. Okay, you can see I have several images here to tell my story. And if you notice, there's some places where I use an image more than once. Like here I have a image of a dragon and a soldier, and I actually use these images again. So here's the image of the soldier again, and here's the image of the dragon again, because when I'm telling my story, I will bring up these images or characters again. So it's okay to use the image more than once throughout your story table if it goes along with your story. It has to make sense for the order and the sequence of your story. As you also notice, I have some images that look a little different. That's okay because Storyboard doesn't have all the images that I want, so you kind of have to make the images that are there work for you. So that's okay as long as your story makes sense. If you fill up your story table and want to add more images, just go ahead and add more rows. To do that, click on the table to place your cursor where you want to add a row above or below. So for example, let's say I want to add an image right here in between these two. I'll just go ahead and click here. Okay, and then I'll go ahead and click where it says table up here, and I'll click on either insert row above or insert row below. In my case, I'll click on insert row below, and as you notice, it inserted a row right here. And so now if I want to, I can go ahead and add another image here, or I can add, later on I'll be doing writing, so I can add writing there. Either way. To delete a row, so if I want to delete this row or another row, just go ahead and highlight the entire row like this. Just click and drag to highlight it. Okay, and then go ahead and right click or two finger tap if you're in a Chromebook and click on delete row. Okay, so then it deleted that row. So just so you know, you don't have to do the writing sections for now. You're just adding the images to your story table. You will be doing the writing later on, so don't worry about the writing. All you're doing is adding all of the images in the correct sequence and order that you want to tell your story. So just remember that you don't have to do the writing sections. You will do that later on. Remember that you don't have to save anything in Google Docs because it saves automatically. Just click on the X up here when you're done, right here. It's okay to click on this X, and I'll close this document as well. It's okay to click on this X also. Okay, just make sure that you sign out from Gmail like this. Click here, and then click on sign out so no one else can log into your account. Okay, so now you know how to sequence and organize the illustrations you found for your story. If you missed something, play this video again to see and hear what you missed. If you have already completed the steps on this video, go on to the next step. Once again, this is Mr. Doreen. Thanks for following along, and now go sequence and organize the illustrations for your story.